there is nothing wrong with the bent over row. That being said, let's go over the biggest issues with it. You see, many of you were told that this is a great back builder, and it is. But some of you have lower back pain when you are doing it. And it is not because you are doing it wrong, but more like because your spine actors and lower back muscles are not strong enough. And in the past, I made some mistakes saying that the isometric contraction is not good for building muscle, but if you measure the loading parameters, so where the exercise is the hardest, and the resistance curve, then it is almost the same as doing a concentric or an eccentric. That being said, let's look at the limitation of the exercise. First of all, many of you can't even get into the position where you are parallel with the floor, and second, doing this, at least being in this position, is not necessarily bad, but you are going to bias different muscles in your back. And training your back or different departments of your back, it's pretty simple with this exercise. It's all about manipulating your arm path. That, of course, if you can maintain this position. You see, if you keep your elbow tucked in down next to your side, you are going to bias your lats. If you are angling your elbow away from your body, that's going to be your upper back. And the higher you come up with your angle, the more you are going to target different parts of your lats or your upper back. But if you're a bit more specific with your training and you don't want your lower back or your spine actors to take over and eat up the exercise, or at least to limit you from taking these muscles close proximity to failure, then you can just grab a bench and lean on it with your chest leading around your lower sternum. And with this setup, you can still get into the same position as if you were to do it without the bench. So either with your back being parallel with the floor, or even the other one where you keep your hip on the bench. And if you position yourself where it's only the lower sternum what's on the bench, then you can even do it with a barbell without limiting your range of motion. But with this variation, I still prefer the dumbbells. See, pronation and supination doesn't directly influence what muscles you are training, but it is easier to keep your elbow in tucked next to your side if you maintain a neutral or a supinated wrist position. And it is also easier to keep your elbow away from your body in an angle if you are using a pronated position. And with the barbell, you are quite limited. But with the dumbbell, you can have a close to neutral pronated position, or you can stay in between, and it's so much easier to bias different parts of your back. But if you don't mind some chest pain, you can turn the other way around. That way, you can still get into the same position if you were to do it standing, but it's a chest supported position, so your lower back and spine actors are still not working. Again, the same thing here. If you want to bias your lats, you just have to keep your elbows in. If you want to bias your upper back, you just have to keep your elbow away from your body. But the only good thing about this setup is that you can do it with a barbell. With this setup, the bench is not going to limit you from getting the full range of motion. If you're having problem with your skinny legs, watch this video next. Like, comment, share, subscribe. For coaching, hit the link in the description. Talk to you soon.